What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today's main deck Monday, and today we're looking at a Mega Manectric, Garbodor, and Empoleon deck. Now, we've actually seen the Mega Manectric and Empoleon deck before. It won, I think, 2 regionals and cut multiple states. But Grant, who actually made top 4 at U.S. Nationals, included a Garbodor in the deck also, which is we'll go over why he did that here in a second. But we have Mega Manectric here. It has the attack Turbo Bolt. You do 110 damage, and you attach 2 basic energy cards. From your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Now, if you notice, Mega Manectric has free retreat. So the whole idea is you want to put a Mega Manectric in the active and one on the bench, and you just want to kind of cycle between multiple Mega Manectrics and healing them with Rough Seas and Max Potions. And if you keep doing this, you can just eventually knock out your opponent's Pokemon while they can barely knock out Mega Manectric. Mega Manectric has 210 HP, so he takes a while to do some damage, and he only needs 2 energy, so no Evital and no Mewtwo are going to take him down straight away. And that's your main attacker right there. You could use the baby Manectric, or I guess the regular Manectric EX. It doesn't overrun. This attack does 20 damage, 20 opponents and bench Pokemon, so it could be an early game, turn 1, you can overrun, attack 2 Pokemon right there. Or Assault Laser, if your opponent's active Pokemon has a tool card attached to it, the attack does 60 more damage, so 120 total there. But I guess turn 1 you can overrun, and then next turn Mega Evolve, and then use Turbo Bolt to start doing some heavy damage there. You played one Jirachi for Stellar Guidance, and Jirachi's always good in these kind of decks, just so you can search it up. You can search out Archie's Ace in the hole, but it just lets you search your deck for a supporter card to put in your hand here. Now, like I said, he did play a 2-2 Garbodor deck, which seems kind of weird. Like, he plays Empoleon. Why did he put Garbodor in his deck? Well, Garbodor's not going to be used in every single matchup. It's just going to be used in the matchups that have abilities. Basically, if you don't know, Garbodor has the ability Garbotoxin. If there's a tool attached to it, no Pokemon have abilities except for Garbodor. So all Pokemon abilities are shut off except for Garbodor's, which is always pretty nice there. So that you can shut down Shaymins. You can even shut down Jirachis, but for the most part, you want to use your Jirachi before you put down Garbodor. And speaking of abilities, this Empoleon right here does have the ability Diving Draw. Once during your turn before you attack, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. Or you can use Attack Command, which is the main thing here. It does 10 damage times the number of Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent's. And this is mostly used for fighting Pokemon. If you notice, the Mega Manectric has a fighting weakness, so Landers can do some heavy damage to these Mega Manectrics. But once you put Empoleon out, the Landers is weak to water, so that we can knock it out. You can actually use it to knock out Hawluchas too, because Hawluchas can't hurt non-EX attackers, which is pretty good there. And that's the deck right there. Like I said, it just depends on the matchup. Some matchups you're not going to use Garbodor. Some matchups you're not going to use Empoleon. Empoleon's usually a really good one-prize attacker. If you can set up Empoleon and take a hit or take a knockout with them and they have to knock it out or license over a Mega Manectric, you're in really good shape there. So you can always attack with Empoleon. But maybe the Garbodor's not used in every matchup, but it's used in almost every. Maybe 8 out of 10 times you're going to need Garbodor in your out and play. So you play 3 Acrobike here. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put one of them in your hand and discard the other card. 2 Battle Compressors. Search deck for 3 cards. Discard them and shuffle your deck. Now this is mainly used for the energies, but you could use it to discard the Empoleon and the Archie's Ace in the hole early if you do have a Verseeker in your hand. 1 Computer Search just for consistency. 2 Max Potions, which says heal all damage from one of your Pokemon, then discard all energy cards attached to that Pokemon. But you get to use Turbo Bolt again to get the energies back onto a Mega Manectric. So you can Max Potion, send up a new Mega Manectric, and Turbo Bolt those energies back onto Mega Manectric while healing them, which is pretty cool there. 1 switch here, switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, and this is just in case a Garbodor gets licensed up without a tool. Maybe they bring up a Empoleon, and Empoleon has a 2 retreat cost that's pretty heavy there. And if you don't have a way to retreat, you can just Skyla, or you can just dig for a switch and play it. I was going to say Skyla, but they don't play any Skylas here. 3 Trainer's Mill. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a trainer card you find in there, put it in your hand, and shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Now, the Trainer's Mill and the Acrobike are just there so you can help get the turn 1 Empoleon with the Archie's Ace in the hole. With these 2 cards, you're usually going to get it, I think, 9 out of 10 games for sure. 4 Ultra Ball here. Discard 2 cards in your hand, search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put in your hand here. 4 Via Secret to reuse as a porter. 1 Archie's Ace in the hole, which is kind of used for the Empoleon, like I said earlier. Archie says you only play this card when it's the last card in your hand. So Archie's has to be the last card in your hand. And you put a water Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench. Now, if you notice, it says a water Pokemon, not a basic, not a stage 1. not a stage 2. So you can Archie's and Empoleon onto your bench without evolving for Piplup or Primplup. So that's pretty cool there. 2 Lysander to bring a Pokemon off the bench to the active. 2 in, and we have 4 Juniper, 3 Rough Seas, which is probably the main part of this deck here. Once during each player's turn, that player may heal 30 damage from each of his or her water or lightning Pokemon, or both. So you can heal your lightning and water Pokemon. So if you have multiple Mega Manectrics that are hurt, you can just switch between them using Rough Seas, healing 30 off each one, which is pretty cool there. 2 Float Stones. This Pokemon has no retreat cost, so you obviously attach this to a Garbodor, so it doesn't have any retreat cost. And if they bring it up, they have to kill it, or you're just going to treat it and put it back onto the bench. And that just helps with the Garbodor Toxin also. 3 Manectric Spirit Links, there we go. Your turn does not end when you Mega Evolve, basically. When you Mega Evolve, your turn ends, but if you have a link attached to a Manectric, you can Mega Evolve without ending your turn. 6 Lightning and 3 Water Energies, and that's the deck right here. Now also the Trainer's Mill and Acrobikes can help you get the turn to Garbodor. I know some decks actually are struggling to get the Garbodors out, but with the Trainer's Mill and Acrobikes, you should hit the Floatstone, you should hit a Garbodor, and get everything in order. But hopefully you enjoy this deck and let's see it in action. Alright, so we're playing against Jafet S, playing a Steel Water Colorless deck. I think that's what it said there. So let's see what they're playing here. Steel Water. Maybe in colors, maybe Metal Rayquaza. Which is good for us because we can hit for weakness. But let's see. Oh, we mulligan there. That's a pretty hand. We mulligan again. Mulligan again. There we go. There is a Manectric right there. Okay, sweet. So my opponent gets multiple cards turn 1 to decide what he's going to do here. Now we're going to use the Acrobike first. I think in this situation you always want to go Acrobike then Trainer's Mill just so you can see more cards. So it is a metal deck here. Now we're actually really good against this matchup because we have the Garbodor to shut down the Bronzongs. So here we're going to Acrobike. Well, we need the Garbodor basically. So we get the Garbodor. Trainer's Mail, hopefully hit a supporter. Okay, we don't really hit one there. So we get the Ultra Ball. We can Ultra Ball, discard the Ultra Ball. And I don't want to discard a Rough Seas or Mega Manectric. I don't want to discard the Mega Manectric or Garbodor too early because I don't know what's all prized in here. So let's see. We can get the Jirachi turn 1, which is very nice. We'll put the Jirachi down and we'll play the N here. There's an N. Okay. So we'll put the N down. I don't want to drop the Rough Seas right now, just in case my opponent plays a counter stadium. So here we'll just end our turn. And next turn we can attach another Lightning Energy and hopefully get a Link and a Mega Manectric. Not that eventful for return for us. We had a pretty bad turn 1 with the Trainer's Mill and the Acrobike stuff. So let's see what Jafet has here. I imagine he'll want to get multiple Bronzongs down there. We see Heatran coming out. And there's a Metal Energy going to the Heatran. Now the Heatran has Steam Blast with us 130, but we're actually resistance to Steel, which is pretty cool there. So it can only hit us for 110, and then when you Rough Seas, you go down to what, 80? And then now they have to 3-shot you, which is pretty cool. And if he doesn't evolve here, if he doesn't retreat the Bronzor, we can just kill it with an Assault Laser because it has 50 HP. Here we see Shaman coming down, which is good for us. Shaman has a Lightning weakness, and it only has 110 HP anyway, so we can easily just one-shot that with a Turbo Bolt. Here we see another Bronzor coming down. Now the question is he playing more of a metal-based deck or a Rayquaza base? I'm going to say it's... Oh, well, there's a DCE, which still doesn't tell me anything. Both the decks play DCE. But let's see what he gets here with the computer search. And there we see a Keldeo and a Colress for 7. There we see a Floatstone and the Keldeo. There we see the Brushing with the Keldeo. Now, we actually Assault Laser this Keldeo for 120 and do a lot of damage to it. But we've seen an Aegislash come to active and a pass. Alright, so our turn. We'll put the Lightning Energy on the Manectric. We'll Acrobike. Oh, man. But, we'll get the Manectric, put it down, and we'll just end here. Alright, so we whiff the Link. Now we can do 60 in the next turn, get a Link, and hit it for 110 for a knockout. So let's do that. Let's put the Assault Laser for 60. There's no point of me Mega Evolving and ending our turn there. Kind of stinks we haven't got a Trubbish into play, but it's okay. We'll eventually get there. Hopefully next turn we can hit. Maybe, it's weird that the deck doesn't play Colress either. So I have to Verse Seeker for another N. Okay. So we see two Bronzongs coming down to play. Here we see a Battle Compressor, probably discarding multiple metals, and we'll probably see the Heatran come up and try to smack us. It's going to do 130 like I said, but 110 with the resistance. So what did he discard? The Battle Compressor. Yeah, 3 metal energies, pretty good. Cards to discard there. But we have the Rough Seas in hand already, so we can easily just put that down and start healing. So we see a Dialga EX getting discarded. So yeah, it's mostly just a heavy metal deck that Chase Maloney used to win Canada Regionals. There we see a DC going out to the Heatran. There we see another metal energy coming down. The Keldeo rushed in with the Floatstone with the free retreat. Retreating to the Heatran, and we're going to see a Steam Blast here doing 130, but 110 with the resistance. Alright, so our turn here, we'll draw a card. We topped up the Max Potion, but we don't. It's not that useful right now. But the Rough Seas heal us. Now we could just Mega Evolve and save us from getting knocked out, but I don't really like that play. We'll Battle Compressor, and here we'll discard. Let's see, a Water Energy, a Lightning, and a Empoleon. That seems good. Here we'll Verse Seeker, and we'll grab an N, and hopefully we can draw into what we need here. So we'll grab an N. Alright, we'll get the link. We can computer search, discard the Battle Compressor and the Lysander, and here we'll get a Mega Manectric. So this way we're not ending our turn. Putting the Mega Manectric down, and here we'll Turbo Bolt for 110, and putting 2 Lightnings on a Manectric. Alright. So now he's not going to knock us out here. Steam Blast is only going to do 110. We barely survived there, but that's good enough. And then hopefully next turn we can hit another Link, Mega Manectric, Retreat, and maybe Max Potion this heavily damaged Mega Manectric. Here we're seeing Chorus. Now he could Steam Blast 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's not enough. Here we see a Skyflow coming down, but we have the other Rough Seas in hand. We see a Bronzor coming down. Now the only bad thing about if we play the Rough Seas here is he can discard the Shaman, which is an easy prize for us. So I might actually hold on to this Rough Seas, and we'll see what happens here. We'll see what he all puts down. There we see another Aegislash coming down. Alright. We see a Metal Energy going down to Heatran. Because with Steam Blast, you do have the discarding energy. We see a Metal Links to this Aegislash. Probably another Metal Links. He's probably going to load up a big Aegislash and try to knock us out that way. Alright, so on our turn here, we get the Trubbish finally, get the Rough Seas, and now he has to discard some Pokemon. Now I decided to put the Rough Seas out, just that way we can heal. If we don't get a Max Potion, we can slowly heal this Mega Manectric. Here, a Verse Seeker for an N, and we'll play it. Alright, so we whiff the Mega Manectric, but that's fine. Or the Link Mega Manectric. We'll just Assault Laser here for the knockout, taking a prize card. And then next turn we have the Garbodor coming down, which is pretty good for us. So here we'll probably see the Keldeo come active, okay? Because if the Keldeo comes active, he has the Floatstone, so he can free retreat whenever he wants to. He just sends the Aegislash up kind of early. Here we see a Verse Seeker. Is there a Lysander in his discard pile? There is 2 in there. So he's going to Lysander this Mega Manectric here. Alright. That's fine with us. He should have actually probably Metal Links to this Aegislash and just load up a giant Aegislash. But he opted not to do that, which is kind of weird. We'll put a Garbodor down. Oh, yeah, Garbodor down. Link to the active. Here we'll Ultra Ball, discarding the Lightning and Empoleon. Here we'll get a Mega Manectric. But so there is one Mega Manectric prize. We'll put this Mega Manectric down here. And here we'll Turbo Bolt for 110. Put 2 energies on this Manectric here. Now, all of his ability to shut off because we have the Garbodor with the Floatstone in place, so now he can't rush in. If he wants to retreat, he has to pay 3 energies. Here we see is Xerosic getting rid of a tool, so we'll get rid of the Floatstone, which is fine with us. We should have another one left in the deck, or at least in play. Maybe it's prized. Now let's see, does he get enough energies to actually one-shot us with an Aegislash? I don't think so. We see an Ultra Ball discarding a Floatstone and a Skyfield. To see a third Bronzong coming down, we see a Empoleon come down. We see the Keldeo rush in here. Now, what he could do here is Steel Bullet for 100, because it's not affected by weakness. Oh, we actually see him load up some more energies on the Aegislash here. Okay. I would actually try to get 2 attackers ready to go, just in case we get another Floatstone on this Garbodor, and he has to kind of, he can't use his Bronzongs anymore. So we see 140 with this Aegis Slash here. We'll Rough Seas, healing him off, and here we'll play the Juniper. Okay, so we don't get a Floatstone back down. We'll put the... I don't think I want to put the other Trubbish down yet. We'll retreat to this Manectric here, put an energy, put this guy, give him an energy, and here we'll just Assault Laser for the knockout. Did I heal that turn? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. Alright, so we see Keldeo come active here. Let's see here. We still don't have a tool in the Garbodor, so now he can use his abilities with the Bronzongs. Get Metal Links. We see an energy go down to Cobalion. And we're probably going to see a Steel Bullet here for 100. Go away, Cobalion. There we go. Does he have a Lycan or not? Okay, so no Lycan for him. Alright, so our turn. We'll play the Rough Seas. We can actually just retreat the Water Energy, put him up in the active. We have 130 left. The max he can do is 100. So here we'll Max Potion this Mega Manectric just in case he Lycaners him up. We'll put a Water Energy here, and here we'll Turbo Bolt for 110. Put 2 energies on this other Manectric EX here. Now, I didn't want to play Verse Seeker for Juniper or an N because he didn't play a supporter last turn. And we got also Verse Seeker for a Lysander. But here we see an N for my opponent. We top deck the Lysander there, which is obviously really nice for us. Because now we can Lysander this Cobalion if it does retreat. I mean, he did put a Skyfield down, but that's okay. We see a Metal Energy go down to this Keldeo. We see another energy go down to this Keldeo. So he's actually going to load this Keldeo trying to do some... He's going to do 50 damage to us. Okay. Alright, so we top deck a Max Potion. I'm just going to retreat to this Manectric here. We're going to heal him off. And I'm doing this because if he does have the Lysander, he can knock out this Mega Manectric here. We'll Lysander of this Cobalion. And we'll hit it for... Ooh, that's actually not a knockout. I probably should have done that. But here we can overrun and put 20 on each. And the next turn we can knock him out. That's kind of misplay on my part. So yeah, we're overrun, put 20 and 20 here. Just kind of weakness. We're trying to weaken up this Keldeo just a little bit. I kind of wasted that Lysander. I thought he had 60, but he had 70. That was just my bad, not paying attention. It's because he has 180 HP. When he has 170, you could do the 110, then the 60 play. Here we see a Verse Seeker, getting a Lysander. Who is he going to bring up here? Probably the Garbodor. Oh, the Jirachi, okay. He's going to take a free knock on this Jirachi, which is fine with me. Now we can just knock him out with this Assault Laser. Okay. We get a Water Energy. We'll attach it to this Manectric. Now, we could Acrobike. Alright, we can Acrobike and hopefully hit a card that we can put down and then get the Archie's and Empoleon to play. Oh, no, that's 2 bad cards. No. Alright, we'll just get the Verse Seeker. That's fine. Whatever. We'll have the Verse Seeker for next turn. And here, we'll just Assault Laser for the knockout. I was trying to get the Archie's AC, the Empoleon out, so that way if he ends us, we'll still have pretty good shot of winning because we could use Diving Draw. But we're still looking in good shape right now. All we need is a Lightning Energy and a Lysander to knock out this Bronzong because they have 90 HP and we do 110 damage. So you see the Keldeo come active here. See him muscling onto the Heatran. And let's see, what else does he have here? Do we even have any Lightning Energies left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he plays 8 and 4? Can't remember how many he plays. Alright, so here we see a Steam Blast for 130. Alright, so we have a pretty important turn right now. I could Mega Evolve, which doesn't really do anything. We can Floatstone this Garbodor, shutting off the abilities here. We can Verse Seeker for N and hit him for an Assault Laser for 120. So let's do that. Let's Verse Seeker for an N, hit him down to 2. So retreat to this guy, discarding the Water Energy, and we'll play the N and hit him down to 2 cards. That's fine. Okay, we'll put down the Trubbish, and here we'll just Assault Laser for 120. And then next turn, if he doesn't retreat, we can overrun for the knockout. So does he have the Lysander or not is the big question here. Alright. Does he have the Verse Seeker? Don't slow roast. Come on now. He has 2 left somewhere. He has 2 in play. He has 3 cards in hand, 5 in the deck, 2 prize. Does he have the other Verse Seeker or not? Come on, Jaffet. Don't do this to me. And like I said, we can't just overrun do 20 damage to this Heatran on the bench. So, big question is, does he have the Versika for Lysander? Does he? Does he not? Oh man, maybe he. Oh, we see the treat to Keldeo. Okay, we like that. We like that a lot. Come on now. We see a Bronzor coming down. Oh man, if he has a Lysander, I'll freak out. I'm like, why? Don't do this to me. Come on, man. Do you have it or not? See a Mustang go down to the Bronzor, and we see a Secret Source for 50. And here we use the overrun, put 20 on this Keldeo and 20 on the Heatran, taking our last prize there. That game was fairly close. I thought we would be in a lot better shape, but we couldn't get the Garbodor down early. We missed it. We had a pretty rough start. But there you go. You can see why the Manectric Empoleon Garbodor deck. We didn't get Empoleon in play, but you can still see why Manectric Garbodor in general. It's just a good deck. We're just switching between different attackers, healing them with the Rough Seas, and using Max Potion, and you really couldn't take a knockout there. Now we did have some sort of advantage because we did have the Metal Resistance, but I think even with the Metal Resistance, we still, or without it, we still probably would have won just with all the healing cards we have with the Rough Seas and the Max Potion. How many damage did we heal? We healed 350, so that's a pretty big number there. He actually did more damage dealt to us, as you see there, but we actually healed a lot of damage compared to him. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's somewhere, I think down below. Just hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 2,300 subscribers, which is pretty cool. And we did hit 200,000 views over the weekend, so thank you all so much for actually supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, have a great day. Alrighty, bye.